Welcome to another virtual adult improv show with the LA Connection players. Today it's the Tuesday 6 p.m. Pacific Daylight or Standard Time team. So if you want to follow this team, you go to our YouTube channel, LAC Comedy, click on the playlist, click on Tuesday 6 p.m., and you can go back about a year. Some of these guys have been with me going on 3 years in April, so there's a lot of shows up there. We have over 300 shows. The Tuesday team's done short and long form over the 3 years, and they do about 12 shows a year, so they probably have over 30 shows up there. And you can go back and see how we looked when we had long hair, short hair, see how we aged, you know, all that good stuff. Anyway, let's introduce the cast. I'm Ken Scove, the host of the show and owner of the LA Connection. Here's Felicia.
Cheerio, darlings. Thank you so much for watching.
Mark.
Hello, people. You're in for a good show.
Lindsay.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching.
Nick, who will be playing Billy today. Nicole, who I guess is Nikki right now.
Hi, everyone. Ready for fun?
Bobby, who's Bobby? Roberta. Hunter. Pamela, who's playing Gondel. Goody
Hi
Light.
everyone, it's Goody Lakeman. I'm your lake girl.
Goody Light, okay. And Rashida, who will be playing Rashida. Oh, she's actually playing a fun role today, you'll find out.
Yeah. Welcome, everyone. Hey, y'all.
You might recognize her as a Slim Fast spokesperson. Okay, it's a little plug for you. All right, guys, why don't you go in the back room for a second? I'll bring you back out shortly. Today is a very special day because we're going to debut the rock group tour documentary. I'm a documentary maker. My name is Ken, as I told you earlier, and I'm going to be following this band. What happened is the band started as just kind of a small band in the Oakland area of Northern California. And I kind of discovered them online on YouTube. And I thought, wow, let me check these guys out. So I kind of followed them for about 3 or 4 months. And they were playing in different cafes, small clubs, and, you know, some theater venues. I thought, hey, you know, I just found out they have a tour where they're going to play in Bakersfield on a guy's ranch. I thought, wow, let's go check that out. So I bought a ticket and went and followed them and went down to the ranch in Bakersfield. And there was about, I don't know, maybe 800-900 people there. A lot of ranchers, a lot of people there. And I thought, fantastic. It went over really, really well. So they ended up booking a manager, and the manager's been working with them just prior to that. She's the one who helped get them to Bakersfield. And now they've booked a tour to Albuquerque to play at the College Town, and it's a 3,000-seat arena. So I thought, okay, I'm going to follow them. I'm going to make a documentary about these guys and just, you know, follow the band, follow the crew, and even have a groupie who's going to be on the bus. So I thought, oh, this is fantastic. I want to follow all their stories, and they don't know this sometimes, but sometimes I'll have hidden cameras, and we'll cut to them with the hidden camera. Because we did that ahead of time in the bus in a couple of the locations. I'm working secretly with one of my assistants, so they don't really know, to put up hidden cameras so we can kind of capture them in a real thing. Because they'll probably, you know, make stuff up to me sometimes or embellish because they don't want to have the whole truth come out. So we'll find out truths through that as well. And of course, you know, I like to create a little conflict, so they don't necessarily know that. So we're going to see what we can get out of these guys. Okay. So let's start out by bringing out the band. Okay, it's a 5-person band, as you can see. Billy is the lead singer. Billy's the one who put the band together. So I'll go to you first, Billy. What was your idea? How did you get all these different band members? Did you know some from your childhood? Have you been playing with them for a while? And how did everybody get involved with the rock group?
Yeah, so right, I sorry, it's been a long time coming for this tour, but I grew up with Mark, and we both knew we've known a couple of people. We knew our social media manager from when we were younger, but we put together this band because we'd always really just appreciated the sounds of music above everything else, you know. And through the power of music and our love for creating and our passion, Mark and I have come to the States, and we met up with Lindsay and Bobby and even under the most recent member of our group, and we've really come to expand and join into this wonderful musical empire. I feel like we can really bring music from England into the States, which is something that's really never been done before, not in the 60s, not in the 80s, not even in the 90s, to an extent. Like it's never been done before in any time period, so I think we can really do it.
Well, I'm going to go to Mark then, because Mark, I know you write a lot of the songs too. What happened to Mark? He just left us. He turned his camera off. Okay, well, let's go back over to somebody else again. Let's go to back to Billy for 1 second till we get Mark back. So Billy, he writes a lot of your songs. What would you say the style of music you have is? What's your style of music, Billy?
Oh, sorry, I'm just on drugs. I mean, I'm distracted. Fucking, you know, the ponies, they say things sometimes. Anyway, the style of music, I felt it was a really good idea to bring in a combination of Mark's stylistic of rap and mix it with my country folk, right? It's something like what they did in America, like Old Town Road, that one song, and we've really kind of made an entire genre out of it.
Okay, so Mark, I understand you left there for a second. Did you just have a hit of something, or you just didn't want to be on camera? What were you doing there, Mark, during that time you left?
Oh yeah, so like one of the girls that we met, she wanted to get my attention, and like we had to do like a makeout session. This is the way we are. We're free spirited. Me and Billy, like back in England, we used to have like a really good time, everybody. And that's what it's
Right.
about. You're having a good time, letting the crowd just enjoy, the things that we're doing out there, on stage, because we're revolutionaries.
Right. Now, you write a lot of the music. What inspired you to write the big hit, I Used to Be Somebody?
Yeah, I looked at there was this guy in London, and he used to talk about how great he was as a singer, but he never made it. And he put us down, and then we ended up like smashing him at like at the bands, battle of the
Hmm.
bands. And ever since then, it's like that's where the inspiration came from, because we're like so talented. Yeah.
The backside of that single is Poopy Pants. I mean, they two don't even really kind of work together. I don't understand. What was your idea there?
Yeah, like poopy pants, I got or something, I eat a lot of corn. Yeah, it's just like describes about,
Hmm.
what it's like, having on the road, eating all these crazy foods. And,
Hmm.
poopy pants, yeah, it's a crowd favorite. They just go wild,
Okay.
especially at the end, because we got like, we got the lights come on, and then the visuals come down of just this big, large poop. And it's just the crowd goes, wow. Yeah.
Well, we'll be seeing that in Albuquerque. We'll make a decision about that one. Let's go to Lindsay because you were the next one they got into the band. So, Lindsay, how'd they find you?
Um, well, I was at a bar one night with my girlfriends, and we were just out on the town, and in walks Mark and Billy. Um, I just want to put this out there. His name is Magic Fingers, and mine's Hot Hands, because I looked up to him a lot because for my whole 25 years in life, I've been watching him and watching like YouTube videos. Or I went back and watched some of them after I got in the band. But I was singing Spice Girls with my friends, and they're from England too. And they just came up to me and they're like, "We love your voice." And I said, "I can play guitar too." And
Hmm.
they said, "You're in. Do you want to join our band?" And I said, for sure. I mean, look at those two. Like, how do you not see like star quality in their eyes when you look
Hmm.
at them? I mean,
You
it kind of brings me to tears a little bit.
Right. Your opening line about hot hands and magic fingers. Have you
Yeah.
and Mark had any sort of, you know, interlude?
Um, I mean, I just want to put it out there that like he does have magic fingers. So, hopefully that answers the question without answering it.
Mhm.
I'm just really happy to be here, and I love this band so much. I've gotten to write some of. I think I wrote a line in Poopy Pants, and it was like the highlight of my life.
Okay, great, great. So you and Mark spend extra time together. That's great to hear. Let's go over to Bobby, who's a drummer. Bobby, it seems like you're covering your face. Is Poopy Pants bother you, that song?
It's okay. First of all, hi everyone. I'm the normal one of the band. I grew up in the Christian church, and I'm just trying to bring purity to the people. And by the way, yeah, Lindsay, or Hot Hands, whatever your name is, you know, a little bit cringy. And obviously not a singer. That's why you're playing bass guitar. Sorry, I just like I hear a beat sometimes, and I just gotta.
Did you hear me sing Spice Girls, Spice Up Your Life that night? You didn't, Bobby. You weren't there.
So, Bobby, it sounds like you have a little anger towards Lindsay, maybe some jealousy. Do you secretly want to make love to her?
That's a you know that's a bold question, Mr. Director. And you know, as I grew up in the church, we're not allowed to talk about that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, Mark is always like slipping pills next to me, and I'm not going to take them, but he always just leaves them next to me. He's trying to like suck. They're all trying to suck me into their, you know, bad ways. But I'm just here to make music and make the people happy.
Well, let's get right to the point, Bobby. Are you still a virgin?
Well, you know, I believe in waiting till marriage. If that answers the question.
Yeah, it does. Answers it quite well. Let's move over to the backup singer and vocals, Hunter. So Hunter,
Yeah.
okay, all right. So how did they find you?
Okay, so like this story is kind of wild. I was in Applebee's in Times Square, you know, just like really getting lit on those like $2 margaritas. Like they just kept coming. So I naturally kept drinking. And then this band was performing at this Applebee's bar, and they played Poopy Pants, you know, and immediately like that song like gotcha, like rush into my soul. And then I started going like, hey, yeah, Poopy Pants. And then they just scouted me. Like they were like, we need you in this band like right now. And how could I say no? You know, especially like the 10 margaritas definitely helped inform my decision. And my vocal prowess, you know, but like I just had to join them.
Right, and you play the triangle and the
The
tambourine.
trampoline occasionally, yes.
Trampoline, yeah.
And yes, and the triangle, and then of course, you know, I just sorry, I just you know, sometimes I just can't help it. It just like it just needs to come out of me, you know. I'm so sorry. That's so embarrassing. Oh my God.
And do you have a crush on any of the boys in the band?
Well, you know, it's not so much of a like a crush. It's more of like a spiritual connection. And I'd say I feel that with like every single person in this group, because I do like I heard Hot Hands' line in Poopy Pants. You know, you don't stand a chance with Poopy Pants. That like
Right.
blew my mind. I just like instantly fell in love. And then just like look at everyone. Like, you know, they're just such geniuses. Look at Bobby just slowly hit that whatever the symbol he has in his hand. It's oh God, I could go on for days, you know.
Well, I wish we could go on for days, but we will be going on for days as we head down to Albuquerque. But I know we're still here in your Oakland studio, and I appreciate you guys coming in. I'm going to go down talk to the manager because I want to get to know exactly how she found you guys and what she thinks of your future. So let's bring out the manager right now. Okay, Roberta. So I know you've managed some pretty big names. Can you go through some of the other people you've managed in the music industry?
Oh, oh, actually, I cannot name names. And full disclosure, I'm thinking this is a mistake.
Why?
I only agreed to this because I came out of rehab
Right.
very recently, and I had no place to live, and I knew Bobby from the church. I was sleeping in the church pew,
Okay.
and he found me. And being the wonderful Christian that he is, he said, "Come be the manager, and you have a place to sleep on the tour bus." I am sober 35 days. I had an experience. I went to the dark side. I woke up one morning. This was my bottom in a bathtub filled with ice, missing my kidney.
Okay.
That's right.
What are you saying? Someone like sold your kidney on the dark web?
I was drunk, high, everything, you name it, you name it. I was terrible. That's how I lost being a manager to all these famous bands. I was just so messed up, and I am also a sex addict. I'm NA, AA, SA, everything. So I joined the church and I met Bobby. Well, he met me on the pew. I was sleeping in the church for like 5, 6 days, and he said, "Come be the manager." This is a mistake. These band people are all
Okay.
drug addicts, and the sex, that singer and the other one, that's all they do, and the lens and the mark with the fingers, and this is too much.
So you think you're going to get drawn back into drugs and sex again because of this band?
Yes, and Bobby and I have been praying. We've been praying, and he knows I don't have a kidney. So God help me if I start drugs again.
Okay.
I've been
So you don't
praying.
even really know the band that well. You just wanted to be the managers because it give you a place to sleep and be able to stay close with Bobby and maybe pick up a little bit of a paycheck.
Well, I am an excellent band manager, or I was until my downward spiral and then the incident. Um, we won't even talk about the famous people that are involved in this incident. That's how I ended up going to rehab, and I had a place to live. But thank Jesus for Bobby. And now I don't know what I'm going to do with this band. You can't control them. They don't listen to me. All they want to do is get high and have sex, and they're uncontrollable. And quite frankly, between you and I, they're terrible. They're terrible.
Okay, I can't wait to hear them now. I do want to say one thing though, because you won't say it, but you managed Justin Bieber for a while.
I did. I did. And that did not end well.
Well,
That did not.
no, I know he married his wife and she was jealous of you because of your sex addiction. So
Yes.
she got you fired, and that's when you went on a spiral of.
Thank you for reminding me of all my misery.
Okay, well, Roberta, we'll talk to you again later. I'm going to bring the crew out, the roadie, LG, our lights and sound lady, and the social media expert. All right, well, this is exciting that let's get our lights and sound lady out here. This is very exciting, Nikki and Felicia, that you're finally going on tour, and I know that Nikki, you did some small setups for them in some of the small clubs, and then you had your big deal in Bakersfield, and now you're finally going on tour. How does that make you feel?
They're working me to death. I really, my aspirations was not really to be a roadie. I'm hoping to marry rich. And I saw this band on YouTube. They popped up and I thought, they don't suck. So I looked them up. I learned all about them. And I even like interviewed with a British accent because I was like trying to impress them. They didn't even notice I speak in my American anymore. But anyway, I conned my way in. I Google everything I'm supposed to do. I'm a little nervous for this big show because I left some equipment at the last show in Bakersfield. But yeah, I'm excited, but I'm nervous because I think this might be not their big break because I don't think they're there yet, but they're getting seen by thousands of people. So, I'm hoping that they do hit it. Maybe
Okay.
they're going to
Well,
get better.
that's good. Let's go to Felicia then, because you just talked about they're being seen by a lot of people on YouTube, thousands of people now. And you set up Instagram for them and TikTok and a Facebook page. And so how do you feel all this publicity is helping? Because I know they just brought you on when you went to Bakersfield, and now you're going on. I know that Billy knew you. He said he knew you from before. So how do you think you're going to promote this in Albuquerque?
Well, yes, darling. And do you know how Billy knew me from before? Do you know who I am?
No.
I'm the chick that did the TikTok live, and I went down the ski slope naked. And then when I got to the bottom, the girls, they were a little bit frostbitten, and so I needed him to come up and warm them for me. So
Your girls, you mean your tatas you're talking about?
my tatas. Yes, they were so frostbitten. Yes.
So you've had sex with Billy, is that what you're saying?
Well, he was nice enough to warm the Tata girl. So, I mean, one thing led to another. So, I mean, it's okay, right?
Right. So you started doing social media kind of for free for him because
right?
Right. So
Pardon?
you started doing social media kind of for free for him because of your relationship with him, and now it's actually created a job for you.
Exactly. And this band is unique. They're like a beautiful mashup of maybe like the rapper Jay-Z meets like Dolly Parton. I mean, that's definitely unique. I am definitely drawn to this band because of that.
Okay.
I intend to get them at least 300,000, if not 1,000,000 views on TikTok.
Okay. Well, the stadium only holds 3,000, so just so you know that. Okay, let's go over to the light sound lady. Where'd she go? She just left us.
Probably have to smoke one. She smokes
a lot of weed.
Does drugs. Everybody does drugs in this band, including yeah.
Well, can we get her on back out here? She just left to go smoke a joint right in the middle of our documentary interview?
Probably.
Okay.
I know I'm having a light malfunction. I don't know why it's all dark in here.
Okay. You're not turning on your camera. There's got to be a reason. What are you doing?
Are
you with Billy? Are you with Billy right now?
No, shh. No, yeah. I mean, you can't tell people that. You can't do that and do that and tell them about that. That's secret. I'm supposed to be. I'm pan-religion. I just allow everyone to come in and to be loved regardless of religion. I try to do that, but you sometimes you fall down and you have affairs too.
Okay, so what are you saying? You have non-binary, gender fluid sex with anybody who wants to identify as whoever they are?
I'm actually a chaplain. I bring together everyone from all. You could be a Jainist, a Buddhist, a Christian, an atheist. I know it all.
Okay. Yeah. All right, give me one thing about Buddhism.
Buddhism is to connect with all people and know that the eternal is the present and the now is the future.
Well, now it's time for me to leave you guys. Okay, so I'm going to move on and get to the groupies. So thank you guys.
Love our lights person.
We'll have you come on back.
Hey!
Okay, hey, wow, okay. So you're the groupie. Okay, so how did you meet the band?
Oh, man, it's a long story. Okay, so here it was. I was actually clocking one of the members of the band, right? And he happens to go by, Magic Finger. And I got to tell you, he does got that magic finger. Shout out to him. I was clocking him because I was planning on, doing some things that, kind of went back on my past. We ain't going to talk about that. But then he was saying, do you have, any smokes? And I'm like, yeah, you want some smokes? and I was like, okay, it's, gosh, I'm talking too much.
No, keep talking.
This is not
please.
being recorded, is it?
Yeah, everything's being recorded.
Oh, okay, well, I told him I have a couple of things you can kind of light up or whatever, and he started with his band, right? And then so after that, I was like, okay, so if that's your band and you sound like that, how can I get on, right? And so he was like, why don't you come through, our rehearsal process, right? And so I was like, oh man, y'all are dope. I was like, you know what? I got the plug for you guys. I can make it where you guys can not only, get the, drugs from me and I can hook you guys up, but y'all got to let me come on tour, right? And then, I kind of started crushing on them, and, that finger kind of went somewhere else where it shouldn't have went. But, we're not going to expose some things, but he got that finger though. And then after that,
okay, so what you're saying is you're having sex with Mark.
The finger, yeah.
Okay, but is anybody else in the band having sex with you, or just Mark?
Right now it's just Mark,
All right. Well, let's bring Mark. Let's bring Mark. Let's bring Magic Finger Mark back out here then, okay?
Oh snap! He's here! Ah!
Yeah. Let's bring him on camera. Okay.
Hello.
So.
Fingers.
Let me fix my hair.
All right. So now, just so you know, Rashida, Mark is also getting it on with Lindsay. Did you know that? Did he tell you that?
Yeah, I don't care. She's a non-factor. I mean, she's good in the band and everything, what she does, but we got that connection, don't we, Mark?
Hey, we got a great connection.
Show me that finger.
This one.
Oh, you see, just that middle finger. That middle finger.
Money maker right there.
Oh, I see. He knows it. He's probably not using that finger on Lindsay or the group or whatever her name is. It doesn't matter, but it's all right though. I got you.
Right. The middle finger. There's 4 here. This is a thumb. Which one's the middle? Doesn't make any sense. There's four fingers. How can you have a middle one?
Show them that middle finger.
Right. That's I think we're like, it could be the middle here, it could be the middle there. We just call this one.
Oh, it's so spontaneous.
When you break it down, it's kind of really deep. Yeah.
Well, do you do are the 2 together? Is that considered the middle? You're a 2-finger guy?
See?
Yeah.
He knows.
That's considered the middle. That's the magic zone right there, and that's when I play my keyboards. And then when I play my girl Rashida after the show, that's how we do it. That's how we make magic.
And that's all we do. And then I bring my people, and I kind of express some little love to everybody in the band. They start mellowing out. One thing leads to another. Yeah. But some of them kind of addicted. I can't be responsible for that. I just kind of want to huh?
No, they like to get a lot of our drugs, So we have like the good drugs and we got the groupie drugs. We put the groupie drugs over there and it gets them really going. And then our drugs over here that Nicole breaks, she's really good at it. And then, Bobby is such a little pussy. I'm just gonna say it, because he's not doing any of that. He's sitting there and praying, and we're like, yeah, come on, let's take a little bit. So we're just gonna probably put a little bit into his water or his tea, right? That's your job.
So cute.
That's your
job. Oh my God, you are so cute. Look at your eyes.
Yeah, why don't you 2 go get it on, and I'm going to move on right now, okay? Just go take care of yourselves, Magic Finger.
I will see you backstage. Bye, y'all.
That was weird. That was very strange. Okay, so they're getting ready to leave, and I'm going to interview everybody just before we get on the bus to leave. Let's start with Bobby, the drummer. Bobby. So Bobby, Mark just called you a pussy.
I'm just gonna say a little prayer for him right now. Dear God, please forgive Mark. He's trying to act a certain way, and I forgive him, and I hope you can forgive him too. Amen.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about the groupie being on the bus?
You know how I feel about sex, and I think it's wrong.
You can't say that word out loud, Bobby. You can't say the whole word. You have to spell it out.
I feel the demons coming when I say it. Okay.
How
Wait,
about when
hold on.
how about when they say it in the song? Because they have, some of the songs have the word sex and sexual energy and stuff like that.
I just try and, I'm working. I'm not actually singing because I'm the drummer, so it's okay. Hang on. Dear God, please forgive me for saying
Okay. All right. Well,
oh yeah, sorry.
I was just saying that, why are you even in this band? It doesn't seem like are you in it for money? What are you in it for?
I want to entertain the people. I'm a very skilled drummer. That's why they picked me. You don't need to do drugs and all that other stuff to be a good. I don't know. To be a good band person, you don't need to do all that stuff. I think Mark. I don't know. I feel a bit strange right now. I hope Mark didn't do something.
He said he might put a pill in your water sometime.
Oh no. I'm gonna gag myself to throw it up in case he did.
Well, you go take care of that. I'm gonna talk to the bass guitarist. Okay. So Lindsay. Okay. So Lindsay, how do you feel about Rashida being on the bus? He's having sex with Mark.
Oh. No, she's great. She's awesome. She's keeping Mark entertained so he's not like all over me. My new obsession as of like when I overheard Bobby talking about how he was a virgin is me now taking his virginity.
So how's that going?
I just said like 10 minutes ago when you interviewed him, that just started, and I heard that and I was like, yes, that's my new goal. I mean, I'm already.
So is your goal to find young men or even older men who've never had sex, and you'd like to have sex with virgins? Is that it?
No, that just occurred to me because I was like, I'm already at the top of the game. I can't get any higher in this industry, and so like my next conquest is now Bobby.
Rashida is not worried about you. She thinks that Mark really likes her a lot more than you, and that you're just kind of an afterthought.
Oh, well, like how Mark called Bobby a pussy. Like, I feel that like he's kind of projecting because he's a little bit of a pussy in bed. So she can have him. I feel like Bobby though. Have you seen him? Have you seen his hands? I think he has the magic fingers.
Okay. Do you ever light that thing that you're smoking?
I already did. I mean, it's a joint, so it's not supposed to like. I got it from Nicole.
You want to play it? Go ahead and play a real quick thing for me, real quick.
Oh, it's out of tune. You hear that? I asked like freaking our like roadie to like make sure my guitar is tuned, and it's not tuned. And I'm going to freak out if it's not when we get there. But, I'm going to start trying to be more spiritual because I think that's what Bobby wants. And I think he wants me to be a little bit more zen because that's not my personality. So I think I'm going to do more of that. Is it praying? It's praying.
Okay.
Is that what it's called? Okay. Is it called praying? That's what it's called,
right?
Yeah, I believe
so, yeah. That's an acoustical guitar. That's not a bass guitar.
How do you hold your hand? I mean, it has strings. Like, do I really need to explain myself? How do you hold your hands? Like, do you pray like this?
No,
how does that work?
Most people do this.
And then what do you say first? Like,
well, I'm not going to get into a prayer session with you.
Okay.
But who you could do? You can go back and see Bobby. He's in the other room, and go talk to him, and we'll find the next time I talk to you if you got it on with him. I want to see if you can break him. It's kind of like a wild horse.
Did he drink his water though?
Oh yeah.
Did he drink water?
Yeah, he's feeling a little sick. So why don't you go check on him? I'm going to bring the lead singer out.
As long as he drank that water I put there.
Lindsay.
So Billy, how do you feel about the groupie on the bus? I mean, is Mark just sleeping with everybody? He sleeps with people in the band. He sleeps with everybody.
Oh, Mark's always slept with a lot of people. He's a cheeky fella. The one who brings me drugs, I mean, the one who sleeps with Mark, who's not in the band. That one?
Yeah, that one. Rashida.
I like her. She's nice. She brings me nice things. I got no problem with her.
I like you too.
Oh, she didn't hear me. Hello.
So she likes that you bring her. She brings you drugs.
Yeah, she does. Am I allowed to say that? Is that?
Yeah, you can say
problem?
that. You can say that.
Oh, well, fucking hell. Yeah, of course. She brings me my drugs. That's why I like her. She's really kind too, and apparently she gets Mark off. It's nice.
Okay. What if she didn't bring you drugs? Would you like her then?
Well, I mean, I like her as much as most other people who don't bring. Most people don't bring me drugs, right? I like her more than most people because she brings me drugs. It's not like I dislike everybody else because they don't bring me drugs.
Right, well, let's bring her. Let's.
You think I'm just a big meanie, don't you?
Yeah. Since she's listening to the interview, let's have her come on right now with you.
Okay. Hello.
Hey.
Okay. So what kind of drugs?
Yes. What kind of
what kind of drugs are you bringing, Rashida, to
this one's
to Billy?
This is just straight opium.
And see, he asking too many questions now. I don't know. My third senses and everything is starting to kick off.
Mm-hmm.
It's good that she's got them. I don't have many senses left.
Are those crickets you're eating?
Crickets?
Are you talking about me? I'm eating French fries.
Okay.
Oh, it's a weird conclusion to jump to, Mr. Interviewer.
Well, no, what happens is there's crickets in a lot of stuff. There's crickets in cotton candy. There's insects in
yeah, but he's
in your
different
coffee.
than just eating a cricket, right? If you said he's in cotton candy, it's kind
There's
of
some good crickets there.
I love them. It tastes like cotton candy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't accuse kids at a fair of eating crickets.
I see everybody cool. No one is complaining. He's
Everybody
chilled and laid back. I got the plug.
Everybody
those fries are good.
So Mark's happy that you're servicing him. Do you feel like servicing Billy?
Oh, so I'm not servicing Mark. That's funny.
You know what? I feel like I'm being set up here. I don't know. I think maybe I should talk to my lawyer.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I don't. Look. There's no.
You need some servicing, Billy.
No, you don't. It's fine. I just get.
It's all right. You can tell me.
What about
what? You and Billy used to get it on?
Well, yeah.
No, Billy and Mark got it on. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, a few times.
Oh, so you're kind of like Mick Jagger. You kind of like he got it on with Rod Stewart, I think.
Well, look, I don't sleep with anybody in the band now unless we do enough drugs, and I don't remember. But Mark and I, we've known each other for a long time. Don't tell me you haven't slept with all your friends you've known since childhood, right?
No, I haven't.
He got that finger too. He know all about it.
He does. He's got one really long one. It's great.
Right? It's the middle one.
It's the middle one. Exactly.
Okay, the middle one. Okay, listen, it's been great talking to you. I'll see you on the bus. We're gonna now go to the backup vocals.
I got a one finger.
Backup vocals. Let me get the backup vocal person here. Okay.
I'm out.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh my God. I didn't realize you were coming in.
You know, from what you're singing, it sounds terrible. So there must be another reason that you're in the band. Are you getting on with somebody?
God, everyone always asks me because, like, I think they secretly want me to. And, you know, I'm still kind of a newbie to all this. Again, I'm, like, spiritually connected to all of them. So if they were to, like, come up to me, you know, we could hit a few, and then, like, some magic fingers or whatever they keep talking about on the bus, then, yeah, maybe I'll do it.
I think you've gotten it on with Billy. I think that's how you got the backup vocal job. That's what I think. I think that he saw you, you saw him, you were kind of flirting with them, because Mark's been getting it on with pretty much everybody. It's possible Magic Fingers, but since you just said Magic Fingers that you haven't gotten it on with him, I'm beginning to think the only way you're really on this tour is if you're having sex with Billy, because I'm listening to your vocals. They're terrible.
Stop. Okay, stop spreading this slander. Okay, yes. Maybe like once or twice. Okay, Like it was really magical for both of us. Like he woke up and kind of was like, so like I could tell he was really into it. Okay. So if he says he doesn't remember, I swear to God he does. And it's like, it means a lot to him. And like, I don't have a mural in the room dedicated to him. And no, it's not like that at all. Okay. I have a good voice. That's why I'm here.
We went on your Facebook page and we saw pictures of your bedroom with pictures of Billy behind your, your pillows.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's just a coincidence, okay? Like
But there's like 4 or 5 posters of Billy. They're all over your room.
yeah, I just coincidentally happened to have posters, It's actually his twin brother named Billo.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Okay, you know what? I need to bring the roadie and the lights and sound person out here because I've got something I want to talk to them about.
Okay.
Thank you.
Get there.
Okay, so Rhodey, you said you left some equipment at Bakersfield. Are you aware of that, lights and sound lady, that she left some of the equipment? So when you go on your tour, you may be missing something?
That's not Lindsay's bass. I forgot it.
Oh gosh, I hope you didn't lose any of my fluorescent lights and things like that, because that's how I bring the whole group chakra together. Everyone's so fragmented in their metaphysical spaces. We have to bring everyone together. I have to have my lights.
Oh, it's too much. It's too much time with these people. Oh my gosh.
How can you
trying to
say that?
sabotage
We're
the tour?
family. We're family.
Nikki, are you trying to sabotage the tour because?
Oh no, that's not it at all. I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm just like, I'm just having more fun. Like it's kind of easy. Like I don't know. Billy he's so wasted all the time, and they want me to go run here, run there. I'm wasted too, and I'm like, I don't feel like going to the store, and we ran out of snacks, so I had some cat snacks, and so I threw it in there. Didn't notice. So I think as long as I am getting through, then I'm doing a good job. Although Bobby's mad at me now.
A lot of people are mad at you, but if you take some of my chakras and my inner karma, I can share it with you.
I don't understand what you're saying. Like you keep saying this. I don't even understand.
Okay, let me try and Goody. I know why you're mad at her. You're mad at her because she makes you set most of the equipment up, and she makes you do a lot of her job. So why don't you vent right now?
She does, because I used to be a roadie for Mick Jagger and I was good at it, and then I ascended up because I needed a bigger regular payroll. And you are not a good roadie. You know what you are? You're like a G minus. You're not even an F, okay? You don't even know how to road. You know how to street. You're a cul-de-sac. That's what you are. It's like people go, boom. They hit the end of the cul-de-sac. I hereby banish you, and I banish you because I also know you slept with a guitarist and you slept with Billy, and you're too fluid. You share too many fluids with people.
See, I'm busy. I am doing things. I'm doing them. I'm getting drugs, although thank God for Rashida, I don't have to go out anymore. And, it's like I'm sneaking alcohol to the manager because she's not supposed to be drinking. So I have to sneak.
God, you sinners! Stop it, sinners!
You have a problem. You have a problem. You need to talk to me because I have a psychological degree and I can help you be a real person. Right now, you're too focused on PCP. We need to get you on MDMA and get you into a better drug situation.
Okay. Well, listen, thank you, ladies. I'm going to bring the manager out here with the social media person because
I like the manager.
Okay. Well, I don't want to hear that story right now. Okay. So, Felicia.
You're going to want to hear my story someday.
Okay, I will. Roberta, apparently Felicia says she's oversold the event. And how do you feel about that when you might have too many people in the crowd? You might have to turn people away.
I don't know. I don't know. I was praying with Bobby. Next thing you know, the roadie got a hold of me, and I'm weak. I'm weak. I tried to pray with Bobby, and I gave in, and now God knows who I'm going to have sex with and what I'm going to do, and I don't care. This band sucks.
Oh, darling, don't worry. I've oversold by 600,005, but it's standing room only. It's going to be a blowout. This is so exciting.
Blow. It's going to be that. Who knows?
No, a blowout, like a blowout, like a party, like the best thing on earth, like your answered prayers. Yes, like a blowout, like this is awesome. Do you understand?
No.
It's standing room only. Do you understand what that means?
I do. That means men, women, everywhere, drugs, everywhere, sex, drugs, music. I'm going to lose another kidney.
That's the idea. It's sex, drugs, rock and roll, and a blowout. It's like a mashup of Led Zeppelin meets the Beatles. It's going to go down in history.
Bobby's going to hate me. He's going to hate me. I must pray. I must pray. Jesus.
Okay, well, thank you guys. We're gonna get ready to get on the bus, and I'm gonna go back to the back of the bus where Lindsay and Bobby are talking to each other. I have a hidden camera on them. I'm gonna minimize myself now so you can't see me. Let's listen to see if Lindsay's trying to pick Bobby up. Let's hear this.
Okay, let's pray, Bobby. I just got this tattoo. It says WWBJD, which is what would baby Jesus do, or what would Bobby James do, which is I know your middle name. Do you want to pray before we do anything else?
Oh yes, I didn't know that you were changing. I'm so happy about that.
I started to dress more conservative, and I wear this veil because I feel like I'm in mourning from Jesus's. He died, right? He died at some point. That's what Easter or something. Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
I wear this veil, which I heard is supposed to be good. So should we pray?
Yes.
Please, baby Jesus. Bobby should not be a virgin tonight. What if today's the last day on earth ever, and you don't want to die a virgin? I heard that that's really bad. Like nuns, they have sex before they die. I mean, I feel like there's this concert's oversold, and I feel like this is your last chance, Bobby. Like,
okay,
what do you say?
We'll find out if that's going to happen. Let's go up to the front of the bus. It's Hunter's there with Billy, and Billy seems to be breaking it off. He doesn't want to have sex with her anymore.
Oh my God! Hi, Billy. Oh my God! It was so weird. Oh my God. Hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
No.
Oh my God!
Oh.
Like.
Look, I know we're about to go on, and I just wanted to talk to you about something real quick.
Yeah. Is it how like cute and talented I am? You know, did that Kent talk to you at all about anything? Did he say something?
Well, he did bring up one thing. He said that we've slept together.
Oh
right?
Yeah.
That's interesting, right? I don't actually remember doing it. And I honestly, I'm trying to be a good person, trying to keep my plate clean. You know, only sleep with people who are outside the band, right? So that's why I stopped sleeping with Mark, even though he's got that one really good finger.
Yeah, he does. People have been talking about that a lot.
It's really good. It's really nice. You should try it. Honestly, if you've got no qualms with sleeping with other people in the band, go try Mark. Honestly, I can't recommend him more.
Okay, but like, yeah, I'm gonna think about the night we shared. Every time I just like I'm with Mark, like the
I
way
would
you
love
woke
to
up
think
like
about
this.
And
Oh God, it
Let's
was.
go
just
back to this is a side room of the bus where there's a little bedroom. Mark and Rashida just finished getting it on. Let's listen into their conversation.
Oh man,
Oi, here's another
I
satisfied
think you getting
customer.
better.
Yeah, I don't, we've been doing this a lot, and I gotta say, each time the game is elevated. Yeah,
Or
it's
that finger
great.
is elevated. There's something going on.
Yeah, I was debating whether or not to get, like finger, surgery to get like extensions from a
No,
finger.
you ain't gotta do that. I love you.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Do
like
you?
you for who you are. You ain't gotta do no enhancements, you know?
Oh yeah, no. You said the L word. You said love.
Like,
I
strong
didn't
like.
know that we
Like.
love.
No.
Love
Like.
is all you need. Yeah, like because I also have those feelings for you as well. I love you too. Oh, I never really say it, but I usually say it, but I don't really mean it. But like today, I really mean it.
Wait, say that again and say the L word. You
Love.
love me?
I love you.
Like you love
Look,
me, love me?
I'm gonna, here's
Oh,
what I might do. I might write another song about you, like I love Rashida.
Oh, I'm gonna be famous. See, this is why I mess with y'all. That's
Yeah.
I'm your biggest fan. You know that. I support you. And anything
Yeah.
you need, I can help supply it. I got the band if they need it. You gonna make
I think.
me cry. See, this is an emotional moment now.
Let's go to the
Yeah.
middle of the bus where Roberta, Nicole, and Goody, the light person. Apparently, Nicole has left some of the equipment. Let's listen to their conversation.
Okay, all right. You're sabotaging the band, okay? I can't handle this anymore. I've given you every single drug I can. You're not fulfilling your job. You're the only person in this family. You need to go. You're causing a mental breakdown with me.
Me or her? Me or her?
Causing my buzz to go away.
Wait, Nikki, wait. Who gave you the drugs? Because
You
now
life is good.
I need to try this finger. Where's this magic finger now that I'm off the wagon? And Bobby's probably hating me.
I was feeling it too, Roberta. But none of these guys haven't brushed their teeth in days. Like stand back, like you don't want none of that right now. I was supposed to go buy him stuff, but I.
Well, you gave it to me. What stuff did you give to me? Whatever you gave me, you have to give me more because I'm not tonight. I'm just going to sleep with the whole band.
Roberta,
Everyone
you're not going to be able to manage. We need
Water,
you to manage.
water.
This band is falling apart.
The band sucks. Have you heard Booby Pants?
Don't say
Have
that.
you heard
We
it?
have 3,000 people on YouTube who watch us. That's a start. It means
We're
something.
well on YouTube.
No, it's not.
3,000 is nothing.
Let me tell you, I manage bands. You know what that is? They're fake followers. We bought them. We bought those followers. There's zero. There's 10 people that follow this band.
It's
They
a
suck.
start.
Let's get. I got a hidden
Yeah.
camera on Felicia, who has posted a picture of Nick and Billy and Mark getting it on, and Billy and Mark are now going to confront her.
Excuse me.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How are you, mate?
Felicia, kindly, what the fuck?
Right.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What the fuck? What are
What?
you talking about?
Yeah, that was right. That's for the band. It's all in the band. It's not supposed to be out in the world.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. I know we have a big poster of it in the back of the bus, but it's just for us.
Yeah. Right. It's not
Yes.
for every. Yeah. No.
Listen, calm it down. You're getting a trillion views. You're going to be more famous than Mick Jagger. Do you understand? You need to trust me.
No.
Trust me. Okay?
No,
I'm going to make you rich. Filthy rich. If you trust me. All the drugs, all the sex that you can't imagine. How does that sound?
look, drugs and sex is, that's one of the big things, inspirations, for us. But like, we also got a lot of groupies, and we like to keep the groupies, So we gotta like temper it down a little bit, We gotta say that's a double. Yeah, say it's a double.
We're going to jump forward now after the concert, and the crew and the manager are talking together about the failure of some of the things that happened in the concert. We've got a hidden camera. We should have our lights and sound person, and let's listen in.
Wow. I don't even remember how many there were, but I'm a little disheveled. Oh, it's good. I think I slept with Rashida and Mark at the same time. I don't remember. Maybe Lynn's too.
Got some of it on.
I did. You taped me. You did.
I was like, good for you, girl. And then Bobby was praying. So I went and I said, if you, help, and he did help with a lot of my work. And I said, you'll go to heaven. And then I said, and I pray you lose your virginity. And then he got all mad and I ruffled his feathers.
Wait. Oh no, did I
don't know
get
why
on
you
top
think
of
this is
Bobby?
so funny. The heart of the band is at risk right now. The lifeline of the blood of the band is burgeoning into a tree that could die. It's becoming a smokestack. You guys, you are all so self-consumed about your drugs when the family that we care about the most could be crumbling into an ant pile. Do you realize that?
That's good. Let's go look at the band. The band's on the bus. The concert's over. Let's listen into what they think worked and didn't work. We need to get the light lady off the bus.
Yeah. Oh my God, all are like here.
You guys, I don't think this is a bass guitar, and I realized that half through the concert, but I prayed it was, so it turned into one. So I think that was great.
There you are.
But then I found Roberta on top of Bobby, and now shit is done. Mark, let's go. Let's go, Mark. Back of the bus.
What?
Oh.
Back it up. No, I want to find out this whole Bobby Rashida thing, because, I profess my love, and then Bobby here, kind of swooping in. What's going on there?
Dude, you have dudes out there waiting for you. It's either me or all those guys. Which one do you want?
Bobby, you're not a virgin anymore. It's good on you, mate.
Did you do it, Bobby?
Well done. He's not a virgin. Look at the boy. I'm so proud of you.
That makes this shitty show worthwhile. Bobby, you just made my night. Yeah.
You did okay.
You guys hang up on me at once.
That's my girl. That's my girl. You hooked up with her,
Okay. Right? Yeah. Come on, Mark. You can share your finger. You can share.
Well, we all spiritually love each other.
Yeah. So we're all connected anyway, right?
Yeah.
I gave you the drugs, and you took the drugs. And now, hopefully, when you start taking drugs and, be part of the band, then we'll be all cool, yeah? Would you do it?
I might do a little bit.
Let's move a little forward. The bands all got off the bus for a bus stop, and now Rashida and the social media are going at it, because the social media released some pictures of Rashida getting it on with Mark, and Rashida's married with kids, and her husband saw the photos. She is pissed. Let's listen in.
Okay, darling, I understand that you're in a bit of a tizzy. I get it.
Do you understand that you kind of put me in the uncompromising? You know what? I can't even say the word. The uncompromising. I can't say the word, but you put me in a bad position. I got people watching me.
Compromising position. Is that the word
what you said? When you said the word, what I'm thinking. Good. Listen, I'm telling you. Okay. Listen, I got people watching me. You can't be taking pictures of me. You can't be posting them out like that. You ruining my reputation.
Listen, I totally understand how you feel, darling. Simply put it
Why you
this
got that
way
phone?
to your
Are
husband.
you recording me right now?
No, tell your husband that I simply photoshopped all of that, and it's 100% fake. Tell him that. I photoshopped the whole thing. None of it's real.
How you know that? No, I saw those butt cheeks. Those were real. Those were mine. I know exactly what you're doing.
100% Photoshop.
I got kids, man. They can't be doing that. They don't know what mommy's doing on this tour or with these people. You know, I'm trying to make a living. I'm trying to make my side hustle. You blowing my cover.
Okay.
Okay, now we're going to jump forward where they're all of the band is all on the bus, but we've muted them, but they're going crazy. There's everyone's kind of mad at each other. Let's get the whole crew. They're all on the bus. And you're going to see, we're still waiting for the roadie, and the social media experts needs to get on. They're just about all on now.
Mark, right. Your finger.
Okay, so let's turn down the volume so we can't hear anything they say. But they're pissed at each other. Look at this. This was not a successful band thing. Let's watch them. Next stop, El Paso, Texas. And that is our show. Rock Tour documentary. Bring me back on. Let's introduce the cast today. Fine debut of the Rock documentary tour. Felicia.
Cheerio, mates. Thank you so much for watching. It was a blast.
Hot Hands Lindsay.
Thank you guys for watching.
Nick, who played Billy. Nikki or Nicole, our wonderful roadie.
It was wild, you guys. Thanks for watching.
Bobby, who lost his virginity. Roberta, who went back on rehab after this show.
What a tour.
Hunter, who really can't sing. Rashida, who's in trouble when she gets home.
Shh.
Magic middle finger Mark.
My finger is available for rent. $100 an hour. It's a bargain.
And the Buddhist master, Goody, played by Pamela. All right, I'm Ken Scope. Thank you guys for all watching. Who knows what our next long form is going to be, but it's going to be great. So tune in 4 weeks for a brand new show.